Welcome to Unity Inspired Living. Our community began in 1989 as a small worldwide Unity book study group, and we've continued the momentum as an ever-evolving spiritual community. Each Sunday, you will find dynamic thought leaders delivering inspiring messages and talented musicians sharing sound healing through their melody. Here, we embrace ancient spiritual traditions, universal truths, and emerging wisdom. Let's check out this Sunday message. We're so grateful you've joined us. Good morning, bright ones. Blessings this beautiful Sunday. My name is Amy Van Ling, and it is always with the deepest heartfelt gratitude and joy that I serve this beloved community as spiritual director, and I'm so grateful to be here with you each Sunday. Welcome into our Sunday morning live stream, Facebook Live. Thank you for joining us, where we are in this field to nourish and flourish and nourish our souls and step into our divine nature, that the being the light piece that we're talking about this month. Hi, Bob. Bob says, good morning. John is here. Carol's here. She says, our community is the vibration of love. Indeed. Yes. I am so grateful to be sharing time with you this morning. Our theme for February has been being the light. And Rumi said, the lamps are different, but the light is the same. And I always really appreciated that quote. Being the light means recognizing the divine presence within you, and then not only recognizing it, but then allowing it to move through, to shine through your unique expression to the world. I mean, that's what you've come here to do, to be, to shine. So embrace your inner radiance, because when you do that, you naturally uplift and inspire others to do the same, to feel into, to notice, to recognize, to allow their own infinite brilliance. So every moment is truly an opportunity to shine that light, to be the light, and illuminate our paths for ourselves and others. So we are going to move into the light, the conversation, to be in love and action, and to see the sacred in all things, especially in the darkness and the shadow, and to illuminate the path of wisdom and peace from wherever we are. And we are diving into this today with our speaker, who is not only a true teacher, she's a visionary and an amazing woman. Angelica has an uncanny ability to turn life's unfoldment into opportunities for healing, for growth, for expansion, for the light to shine. And today's message, I am certain, promises to be illuminating and empowering. So get ready to receive this divine wisdom. The talk today is to be light is through the shadow.
Wow. Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, so we're so grateful that you're here, and we are ready to dive into this today. Also, everybody, it's a special treat because Reverend Angelica is also our musician. She's wearing the double hat today, and her music is always creating a bridge between the ordinary and the sacred. You know, there's something just so potent about her melody, and her music invites us into a sacred space of reflection. So we get to experience all of this today. Remember, during Angelica's talk, if you have any questions or comments, you can drop them in the chat. But we will be moving into the Zoom room after the talk. And that is from 11:30 to 12:30 Pacific time, going deeper. So we're going to go deeper in that workshop, and I'm going to drop the link here in the live stream chat. It's also on our homepage of our website, unityinspiredliving.org. You'll see pictures of Reverend Angelica, and then the link into the room. Everybody is invited, so please know all are welcome. Invite anybody you think would love to go deeper today into this. And we have on our screen our precious Pat McCulley. She is illuminating our space and sharing the community announcements, the inspirational reading, which is her own writing. She brings forth from her soul. She pours forth into us, and we're so grateful for that. And she is bringing us our prayer of plenitude today. So, Pat, thank you for sharing your your radiance and your grace. And we are so very blessed to have you. Very blessed. So we are inviting you, Reverend Angelica, Pat, myself, we are inviting you into the space with us with warmth and love. And if we were in person, we'd be giving you really tight hugs. So thank you for tuning in and tuning within and committing your time to co-creating this space, this heart space, affirming this space and consciousness for us. So we are going to open up with our mission statement. And I invite you to just drop into a place of attunement where, whether that's dropping into your heart or however you center in to our mission here, because we're doing this together and we love to affirm this on Sunday mornings. We are here fostering love and wisdom, inspiring transformation, offering compassionate outreach, and embracing unity. And we're so delighted to be on this path together. I'm going to hand the screen over to Angelica now because she has our opening song for us. And we invite you to really connect into your heart and balance just the energy in your body, your throat chakra, whatever needs to sort of shake out and get in balance. Singing can really assist with this. So I'm going to hand the screen over. Thank you so much, Reverend Angelica.
All right. Well, welcome everyone. So we'll start out with the chant called I Am by Snatam Kaur. And the chorus, I would like you to sing along with me. And you can just choose one part or you can do both parts. But the chorus is Sat Nam I Am. So you can just sing the I Am if you want, or you can sing just the Sat Nam. What Sat Nam means, Sat is truth, honesty, it's in Sanskrit. Or it's the reality of existence. And Nam means name or identity. So Satnam means in the name of truth. I am truth. Truth is my essence, identified with the reality of existence. So these are powerful words. And often we don't tune into how powerful words are and the vibration of them and how much effect they have on us. So let's really be open to that and sing it from that space of presence and really taking that in. Satnam, I am grace, I'm lifted by your air with every breath. Satnam, I am free, I feel the waters, bless me with your love. Satnam, I am strength, I am the fire that rises when I sing. Satnam, I am grounded, I am one with the earth, we are all. Satnam, I am, 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 Satnam. I hope you're singing it out with me. Satnam, I am grace, I'm lifted by your air with every breath. Satnam, I am free, I feel the waters, bless me with your love. Satnam, I am love, I'm in the moment, when I smile I am. Satnam, I am peace, when I'm in stillness, I become my truth. Satnam, I am, 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 Satnam, I am. Let's do the chorus one more time. Satnam, I am, 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 Satnam. I am the truth, the reality of existence. And everything that comes after the I am is a temporary illusion experience. Satnam, I am.
That is so beautiful, Angelica. Everything that comes after that I am is a temporary illusionary experience. Let that land.
Yeah.
I love it. Thank you, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to hand the screen over to our powerhouse, Patricia. She is a divine powerhouse, and she's got our inspirational reading and community announcements for us. Thank you, beloved, for your divine download.
Good morning. Good morning to you all. Here are a few important announcements for today and the rest of February. Please join us for the workshop after this service with Angelica, beginning at 11:30 on Zoom. Find the link on our homepage. All are welcome. $10 to $25 suggested love offering. Mark your calendars. Please join us next Sunday, March 2nd. Amy will be speaking and our service will be followed by the annual membership meeting. The annual meeting will be held directly after the service from 11:30 to 12:30 and will be followed by a light deli lunch in the West Island room at the Antioch Community Center. This is one service and meeting you don't want to miss. There will be an update on our annual budget, results of the survey, incoming events for 2025, and much more. If you haven't updated or completed your membership form, it can be found on our website. Please print it out and bring it with you on Sunday, March 2nd, or take a photo of it and email it to us at inspired divining at, is that right, Amy? Inspired divining at unityinspiredliving.org. And in addition to the very important membership form, we do want your feedback in our community engagement survey, which is also available on our website. Please bring that with you on March 2nd, or you can just answer the questions on a Word document and email that to Amy Van Lane at unityinspiredliving.org. Or you can take a picture of your responses and email it to Amy. You can also complete it in person on Sunday, March 2nd. We want to hear from you. We so appreciate your feedback and look forward to receiving it, and we'll be sharing the results on Sunday, March 2nd. Also, do you have a little time during the month to connect with those in our community who would love a visit or phone call? We are looking for a team leader and members for our Compassionate Outreach Committee. So please consider this very gratifying opportunity for service and connection with those in our community. Please contact Jan or Nan. Thank you so much for listening. And now for our inspirational reading. The reading this morning is entitled Being the Light, a Decision and Release. To be the light is a decision to put love first in one's life, no matter the issue or condition, and then release to it. For those who are not reading The Way of Transformation, a channeled work from Jesus in Jan's book group, I offer you a few points about being the light from that book, plus a few thoughts of my own. Number one, being the light is not work. It's natural and flowing. It's our birthright. Light is what happens when one loves. It's a decision and a release to it. Number 2, light is a decision to put love first, separate and before any conditions. Nothing has to happen for me to love. It's not conditional about someone else loving me or for the political situation in America to be for all and not just a few. Light always asks, how can I bring love to this situation? What is the loving thought to have here, to do here, no matter what? Number 3, there is a responsibility for us to notice our thoughts and actions in our everyday lives to see where we are not of love and transform into it. What I've discovered is that everything is indeed divine order and divine timing, no matter what opinion I have in my limited ego consciousness. There is no opinion on what happens to another person, to what their life lessons are. It's none of my business. My business is my own state of being and my decision to be of love and therefore light. Each of us can decide if we want to participate and be beings of light and put love first. We are so fortunate. We are so fortunate to have the opportunity to even consider this. We are indeed the ones we have been waiting for. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Pat. Thank you for your passion and your heart. We love you. We're grateful for you. Yeah. As we take that in, we're going to move into some more music. So I'm going to hand the screen over to Reverend Angelica. Thank you, beloved.
So this song is called Here Again, and it's by Elevation Worship, and it has a really great message. Can't go back to the beginning. Can't control what tomorrow will bring. But I know here in the middle is the place where you promised to be. I am enough when I remember who I truly am. 'Cause all I want is all I am when this heart is whole again. As I walk now through the valley, let this love rise above every fear. Like the sun shaping the shadow, in my weakness this glory appears. I am enough when I remember who I truly am. 'Cause all I want is all I am when this heart is whole again. Can't go back to the beginning. Can't control what tomorrow will bring. But I know here in the middle is the place where you promised to be. Not for a minute am I forsaken, for love is in this place. Love is in this place. Light up the darkness, let hearts awaken. The love that's in this place, the love that's in this place. Not for a minute am I forsaken, for love is in this space. Love is in this space. Light up the darkness, let hearts awaken. The love that's in the space, the love that's in the space. Ooh, ooh.
What an absolutely beautiful song. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, I changed the words a little bit. I love the Christian songs, the worship songs. They're absolutely beautiful, but sometimes the words don't quite fit me, so I change them just a little bit. In the chorus, it was, I'm not enough unless you come, and I don't see the divine as separate from me. And so I changed it to, I am enough when I remember who I truly am.
Beautiful creativity. Thank you, beloved. We're grateful for you. Okay, we are moving into our sacred yes to prosperity. I'm going to hand the screen over to Pat.
Gotta take myself off mute. Oh, oh, I'm still back with Angelica. Oh, I gotta just take a few minutes here. Maybe we all need that, just to take a few minutes to take some deep breaths together. And love is in this place, indeed.
Yeah,
Just
and
take
those are beautiful, beautiful tears, Patricia. They're sacred tears. Yeah.
tears of joy. Okay, the prosperity blessing, prosperity time. I invite you to join with me now as we move into a space of oneness with Spirit. We quiet our minds and open to the great realization of an abundant universe. We connect with an inner stillness that is grounded in the divine flow of giving and receiving. We practice gratitude for all that life gives us and accept there is more coming our way. We align and operate from our divine nature to give freely from a compassionate heart to ourselves and others, assured we are never void. We set our intention to engage in right action that attracts opportunities to prosper. We are each a very grateful spirit, expanding in this human life. We are gratefully succeeding and stepping forward into greater good. And so it is.
Thank you, beloved. I was just ready to not come back on. I was in that prayer. Thank you so much for that download. Deeply felt. We're grateful for you, Pat. Okay, we're going to turn the screen back over to Reverend Angelica. She has our final song for us this morning. Thank you, beloved.
So this song is called Everything, and it's by Lauren Daigle. And it has become my truth. And please join me on the chorus. Even the sparrow has a place to lay its head, So why would I let worry steal my breath? You tell the seasons when it's time for them to turn, so I will trust you even when it hurts. You give me everything, you give me everything, you give me everything I need. You give me everything, you give me everything, you give me everything I need. When I can't see you, lead me. When I can't hear you, show me. When I can't stand, you carry me. When I'm lost, you will find me. When I'm weak, you are mighty. You are everything I need. You give me everything. You give me everything. You give me everything I need. You give me everything. You give me everything. You give me everything I need. Everything I need. Everything I need. Everything I need.
That is a beautiful song. Thank you for bringing us such powerful lyrics and vibration through your music this morning. We're grateful, so very grateful. Thank you, Pat, for bringing your heart, your divine downloads to us today. We're so grateful for you saying yes, and we appreciate you shining and lighting up our space this morning. We love you. Mwah. Sending you lots of hugs and gratitude. So much gratitude coming through the live stream this morning too. Go back and look at all the comments coming in for you. Mwah. We love you. So we'll see you on this side. Yeah, wow. Okay, uh we're moving into our service. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Reverend Angelica Schaefer. She is an ordained interfaith minister serving various spiritual centers worldwide through her inspirational talks and music. She also assists others in their spiritual awakening through her seminars, retreats, and individual counseling. Angelica offers healing frequencies through her voice and instruments, brings us into deeper coherence within and with each other, and nurtures our hearts with bhajans in Sanskrit, English, and other languages, like this morning. In her workshops, Reverend Angelica also shares tools to calm and regulate our nervous system and experience greater coherence in body, mind, and heart to connect more easily to our true divine nature. She is an incredible soul, and we are so thankful to have her with us today. I'm going to pray us into this space and hand the screen right on over. So let's just center into prepare our hearts and minds and souls to allow the message to land, to integrate, to be within us, embracing the light. We come together in this community, thankful for the opportunity to shine together as beacons of love and peace. And we center ourselves in the presence of spirit and release anything that is in the way at the moment, resistance. And we affirm the fullness of our divine essence, our divine nature. And we cover Reverend Angelica in blessings, surrounding her with love and light. And we open our minds and our hearts to receive the sacred message. And in joy and gratitude, we affirm our oneness with the eternal light of God. And I release this word in love, for love, and was love. And so it is. Ashe, amen. Namaste. Thank you, beloved.
Wow. Thank you, Amy. So I chose this title because my journey has certainly been fitting with that, to go through the shadow to find who I am, who I truly am, what life on earth is about. And it's been a very, at times, troubled journey, at times very painful, at times very zigzag journey, and where I couldn't find my way. But something always guided me. And it wasn't until our programming and our conditioning, when I found ways to meet that fully and completely with honesty, authenticity, without fear, to go right into the heart of it, that's when things changed. That's when the natural light that we all are, that natural true nature, the divinity in us, that's when that came online. So it's really that the light that we are is just very dimmed down in this upside down, inside out, very dense world of distortions. We can't easily connect to our true nature. It seems like it's very hard work to do so, and there's always this like other force, that seeming darkness that seems to work against the light in us. But again, as the reason I chose this title, it's been the most important thing to meet the shadow honestly, not to medicate it, not to run away from it, not to manage it anymore, not to make it spiritual and nice and cover it up, with all this great light stuff. When I dove into the heart of it, that's when I discovered my true divinity. And so the journey could also be called the prodigal daughter, the prodigal son, because that was always one of my favorite stories of the Christian, stories. And it's about going out from the home of our, divine parents, and using all the gifts that we have. And let me share my screen for a minute, because I made some really nice slides for you. Um, so so Amy, can you see that the first slide, just the whole thing? Yeah, good. Okay, great. So I went out and I was seeking and seeking, but squandering in a way the gifts that I had been given. And that was painful. So I thought, like most people, we chase after the treasures, of the world, and that will make us happy. And that was also our conditioning. But it's not exactly how it works. I mean, this stuff is okay too. It can help. But it isn't in itself a fulfillment. So let me share with you my favorite Rumi poem. Rumi says, "It is rigged, everything in your favor. So there is nothing to worry about. Is there some position you want, some office, some acclaim, some award, someone who loves you? Maybe two, maybe three, maybe four all at once. Maybe a relationship with God. I know there is a gold mine in you. When you find it, the wonderment of the earth's gifts you will lay aside as naturally as does a child a doll. But dear, how sweet you look to me, kissing the unreal. Comfort, fulfill yourself in any way possible. Do that until you ache, until you ache. Then come to me again." So, I believe that especially those of us who are gathered here, we have an intense longing to come home again. We're following that calling to various degrees. And recently, I have dedicated my whole life to that. And I am very fortunate. I have good health. I make good lifestyle choices. So my health is really good. I have tons of grace. I live in a natural place. And so from that resource point, I can share the beauty and the joy and the inspiration. But it took a lot of work. So there's a formula that I was taught by one of my teachers in India, and it is intention, effort, grace. So we have to know what we really want. So what my passion is for freedom, and I want to help to free the prisoners. All the people that are, all of humanity actually, trapped in mental constructs, in the programming, in the pains that we have received. And the body will express the emotions that we couldn't process. So I believe that all the illness and troubles and physical problems that we have are really coming from the pain that we've stored up, and it creates pressure. It's like a volcano. And then it has to express somewhere. So the poor body, which is neutral and has self-healing capacity and ability, the poor body then gets overwhelmed by that energy and will express the emotions and the pain we couldn't process. So again, the intention is to help, to more and more come into my true nature, to be able to express it more clearly, more succinctly, more effectively, and to share it and to make a difference here. So it's a life worth living. I have had many, many friends lately that passed away, and even though there is no judgment, but I could see that they had let their struggles get the better of them. And their life had become about their struggles instead of what they really wanted. They forgot the light. And I'm not going to do that, I promise you. And I don't want you to do that either, so come with me. So the second part of the formula, so that intention is the clarity, what you really want. So I'm very clear what I want. And the second part is effort. Here in this world, it's not just, we sit on the couch and say, oh, it's all going to manifest. I just have to think about it and feel it and put myself there. Well, it might, but usually we have to make some steps. We have to put one foot in front of the other. And even if it goes zigzag, even if it doesn't seem to go the way we need it to, still, it's as long as we keep that strong intention and we make an effort, we make a step in the right direction, in the direction we want to go every single day, as long as we do that, we will reach that goal. And the third part of the formula, intention, effort, is grace. So the grace will take us the rest of the way. Because ultimately, the little human mind cannot do this miracle of transformation. Our divine has to take that part over. So the last step in Course in Miracles, it says, you will transform the false world into the real world. You will see the real world that is beyond the veil of this construct of mental strangeness, distortions. And really what we see in the world is all these prodigal daughter and son's journeys out from source, and then saying, help, this didn't work, it's a bad experiment, and then crying out to come back home. And so in a way, there is nothing wrong with the journey because something in us is exploring itself. And so in the story of the prodigal son, it goes like when the son came home, even though he squandered all the gifts that the father had given, the father throws him a party. The father loves him so much. And the other son who stayed home goes, hey, Dad, what's the matter with that? Why do you celebrate him? And the father valued the experiences of the son because the son had, from his own experience, had wanted to come back home. He didn't just do the Father's will and stayed home and never made any trouble. No, he went out and explored it all, and then he knew the value of the home. And I feel like that so much. I now know the value of my true home because I've had this crazy journey. So, in Jeannie Zandi, she has this beautiful quote that I love as well. She says, "We are asked over and over to offer our empty hands, to let the things we are gripping drop, to give up everything that does not exist in this vibrating moment. Hand over all that has happened, all that might happen, every sweet dream we cling to. This is life's loving strip search. Give it all over. Something else wants to live you." So I started out my journey like this. Already feeling the pain of the world at age 1.5, 2, and always kind of looking, where is the answer? And then I adopted this attitude because I really couldn't get out of that pain. I grew up in Germany post-World War with parents that survived World War II miraculously, but with a lot of trauma. And it was just overwhelming pain everywhere. And so I tried to express that sometimes in a creative way, but it didn't help. Nobody could understand because, well, everybody else was in that much pain as well. So I did a lot of daydreaming, and I put myself into the forest with the animals, which is where I felt the most whole and the best. And that is actually my face as a 2-year-old. And then I realized as I grew up a little bit more, I realized that, okay, this is the human condition. So what do? I have to find a way to get this mind to accept that there is no ceiling. There is no cage. There is nothing that is holding me back from jumping out of this little box that I have believed in. That is the only reality. So then I started researching, how do I change this pain? How do I change the human condition? And I studied everything under the sun, every method I could find. And they all helped a little bit. But then when I found more recently in the last couple of years, a method that helps to remove the stressors out of the nervous system where they're actually held as a cellular memory, that's when things changed. And well, in between, I became a very feisty angel. So I do a lot of memorials lately for friends that pass and people that ask me. And I often wonder, what would people say about me if I passed? And I thought, well, they probably say, well, she was an angel and she was a devil, depending on, your viewpoint. But in the end, she was passionate about freedom. And in the end, she found her way back home. That kind of sums it up. That's my life story. And I also often felt conflicted. So there is this story of one of my teachers in India. One of his disciples came to him and said, I want to be enlightened. Can you give me enlightenment? And he said, well, which one of you wants that? There's a crowd inside of you. There are 1,000 different personalities that want different things. So how do we bring all those inner voices and all those conflicting desires into one coherent harmony? And again, I had to meet the shadow in myself, seeing that nothing was ever anybody else's fault and not even my fault. I was just simply reacting to the pain that my nervous system had stored up for a long time. And when we react from those woundings that we've all received, it becomes very messy in the world, and that's what outpictures. So Leonard Cohen sings, forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. And then another quote, if you have no shadow, you are not in the light. So it's just because in this world, the nature of this world is duality. We couldn't have this exploration if we didn't explore the opposites. So I make soul portraits for myself and others, and I like to, make them as manifestations or as pictures of understanding the truth more deeply. And so I made this collage of the light is in the shadow and the shadow is in the light, the yin yang symbol. And I made it with myself and the goddess behind. So I try to express just for my own deepening understanding. And then when I started to do the cognitive movement practices, which I will share some of it in the workshop, I realized that what we need to do is we do need to find the healthy parent inside. And many of you were parents and learned probably the hard way how to parent children, and it's difficult. So when the little fireball comes, what do you do? What do you do with this little child that is screaming in outrage or pain or upset? Well, a good mother would just, or father would just take it and just hold it and just be and listen. So what is absolutely essential is that we learn to listen and become very present with our own pain, so that we find that healthy mother that's in this little meme and activate that healthy parent in us. Even if we didn't have a good role model as a healthy mom or dad, a nurturing, safe mom or dad, still we can activate our divine parent, the one that is safe and neutral and welcomes everything. And I'm not saying this is easy. It takes a lot of practice. It's like when you want to get a six-pack, you go to the gym, you work out once. You don't expect your muscles to be like, Mr. Universe right away from one workout. You will practice. You do it every day until you get to your goal. So that's what I've been doing. I've been practicing this inner skill and attitude with myself until I became really good at meeting the shadow, at meeting the pain, which was buried very deeply and which was making me and others be reactive. Instead of making it about the other person, the outer world, I met that pain inside myself with wisdom, with love, and just being present with the breath. It takes breathing, it takes staying in this moment. And like I said, it isn't easy. It really requires practice and skill. But I have found only this one way to become free and to get in touch more with our true divine nature, which seems what we're longing for, is to go right through and learn how to integrate these painful parts in us, in our psyche. And everyone here in this world is a child, a very broken-hearted child. Most of us were pretty much robbed of our dignity, of our, sense of safety. Whatever it was, we have a lot to overcome. But I'm a good example. I used to want to get off this planet. I honestly just wanted to get out of here. There was that much pain. So I'm a good example that it's completely possible to shift and to come into a life that is full of purpose, full of divine love and guidance and beauty and inspiration. But I'm not saying that it's easy. It's never easy. You know how in every story where there's a hero and a villain, they're always holding pace with each other. So the hero grows in strength, the villain does. So what I mean by that is as we grow and our light grows and our true nature comes out more, the challenges can also be bigger. And that's okay because we have more capacity. And here we're building that spiritual muscle, that emotional, that wisdom muscle. We're here to to through the adversity and the challenges and the pain and the heartache, we are developing this incredible strength. And my best friend always says, yeah, we're going to be such badass spirits when we get out of here, out of Earth School. We're going to be able to create whole universes. I have to say, I kind of agree with him. You know, we're really in a tough school here. So the music was for me always the guiding light. It's been given to me by my divine, and it guided me to deeper and deeper places. And it's always served for that, for inspiration and healing and awakening. And then, you know, like I said, I used to want to get off this planet, and so I made myself a little spaceship, beam me up, Scotty. But now I'm just fine where I am, because I know now I can bring my home as best as I can, and as much as it's possible here on Earth. I can bring that home here, inside, and awaken it here. So I no longer have to long so much to go out and away into the light. And, you know, again, this is about freedom, cutting the anchors that hold me in this mind, in this mental construct, and realizing it is a mental construct, and discovering, letting the butterfly of your true being fly free. And then the other thing that helps me is, like, I used to take it so seriously. Everything was life and death. And to relax and not take it quite so seriously, like this little kid here. Nothing is under control. You know, we cannot control life as much as we try. And if our inner child, the core wounding, that child that comes out of our core wounding, if that child ever gets this message and ever relaxes and realizes it's not in control, it never will be, it can never ever get those perfect parents, then something can come in that is so much more healing and divine, and to appease that little kid that, as Matt Kahn says, turns gangster. To let it be, to let that little kid relax and say, honey, you don't have to control it anymore. Something much bigger than we has got us. Something much bigger has got this, got us safe, and it loves us so much, it is bringing us home. This was taken many years ago at the river here where I live. I can hike down to the river without having to get in my car. I'm so grateful for. And these are friends, and many of them no longer are here in the physical. And it's a reminder for me that every moment is so sacred. This was probably 20 years ago. Every moment is so precious and so sacred. If we could just stop suffering it, if we could just start living it fully with any of the flavors that is possible, even if the moment is a little painful, embracing it and allowing it and really letting it be as it is, and being fully alive with that, knowing that it all is temporary, all of it. This journey is over so fast. And all the things we're so concerned with. Listen to some of the NDE experiences. I love listening to those. My favorite one is Mellon Thomas Benedict. He describes his journey to the other side so well. And nothing here is really as it seems. And to remember every single day what is important to us, to practice, to pray, to go in nature, to do those things which bring us closer to our goal every single day. As Dr. Joe Dispenza says, nothing will ever change if you do not change your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. So do something, whatever it is, even a small thing, every single day that will bring you closer to where you want to be. Doesn't have to be complicated. So with this, I think I need to close because of time, but we will go deeper in the workshop, and I will show you some practices and hands-on ways that we can connect more, and that we can address some of that painful conditioning that we're all suffering from. So, with all my love and all the blessings in this universe, I want for all of us, for all of you, freedom. Freedom from the mind, freedom from the illusions, and complete connection with your true heart, with your true nature. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, beautiful Reverend Angelica. That was such a powerful message full of so many sparks for us to receive, take in. I love that you said, I know the value of your true home. And you talked about, I know the value of my true home now. I really felt your heart when you were sharing that. Asking over and over to empty our gripping hands. I love that. Checking in with everybody here, tuning in, lots of comments coming in throughout the talk. Thank you, Carol, she's always jotting down the gems of the talk. Which one of you wants to be enlightened? Remove the stressors out of the nervous system. Yes, I know Angelica will definitely get into more of this in the workshop. So join us. Reacting from wounds. If you see no shadow, you're not in the light. Wow, that's the truth. Creation is within, Michael J. says. Carol says, if you have no shadow, you are not in the light. Everyone liked that one. I see a few people repeating that. Find the healthy parent inside. Isn't that beautiful to really not just imagine it, but actually to experience that?
Yeah.
Find the,
And I
yeah.
can really help people with that now because I've discovered how to do it on my own, and that was difficult. It was a tough case. So I know the territory. And that
Yeah.
was the value of this journey. See, I can't be a good mountain guide if I don't know the mountain, if I don't know the dangers and the pitfalls and the
All the
avalanches. And
terrain.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
All the
I know
terrain.
it so well now. And that was part of the reason I had to go through all that I went through. I am now a good guide for others. So.
Indeed, this is truth. Truth right there. Active, our divine parent, practicing inner skill, wisdom. Michael J says, difficult growing up with parents that did not know how to include source in their parenting. I have learned and grown so much using what divinity has revealed in my journey. So grateful. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Carol says, music guiding light into deeper and deeper places. Pat says, without difficulty, there is no depth. Bob says, Earth is an elementary school.
I love your comments. This is awesome. It just
Aren't
feels
they
like,
great?
yeah, we're exploring
Mhm.
together. It's so beautiful.
It
What a
really
beautiful
is.
conscious
It's,
community.
mm,
It's great.
yes, they are. Yes, everybody tuning in. Amazing souls here. Every moment is so sacred. Carol says, embracing it. Nothing is as it seems. Do something every day that will bring you closer to where you need to be. Sonia says, thank you. Namaste. Pat says, namaste. Freedom from mind and illusion and connection with our hearts. Know the value of our true home. Yes. Nan says, thank you. Wonderful message. Marian says, thank you, Angelica. You are an angel on earth. Indeed. Jennifer says, so Angelica for bringing us this amazing and powerhouse talk. Linda says, a beautiful, spiritual, and inspiring message, Angelica. I'm hearing to let go of the shadows and embrace all of the goodness that brings us joy. You said, stop suffering it and start living it. I like that. Great reminder. And you said grace will take us the rest of the way. And I think that's a really important piece that sometimes gets overlooked.
Yep. Yes.
Um, it's very profound, and it's the part where it's like, we're not doing it.
Yep. Amy, it's interesting that people I work with in my counseling practice, I'm often astounded how they all feel, everybody that has had pain or trauma, which is almost everyone on this planet, they're all feeling very alone, and they don't know how to reach out for help because they don't know where God is, because when the parents weren't safe or
Mhm.
skillful, they were
Mhm.
the first model. They were the first model for a child of God. And so then we just don't trust it. So we don't know. So we forget to ask for help. But every
Mm.
time when I ask for help, it comes. It may not come in a flash of light or right here, right, delivered, but it always comes. It
Mhm.
always comes in unexpected, beautiful ways.
Mm. I will second that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dave is here and he says, thank you for such a beautiful reminder that as much as we struggle and strive, there are not perfect parents, financial situation, relationship, partner, living situation, etc. Even though my humanness proclaims I should be able to control these things. Ha ha. Right. Michael just says, I'm grateful. All of my shadows have trained me well. Dave says, I'm so appreciative of being able to work with you one on one. You are a gift in my life, in our world. He's talking to Angelica. Well, thank you, beloveds, for being here and participating in this energetic exchange, this conversation, which is so much more than just a conversation. It's like a collective healing. That's what we really do together and learn how to navigate all this terrain. This life classroom that we're in. So we're so grateful for you, Reverend Angelica, for bringing your wisdom to us and your heart and your authenticity. Reverend Dr. D. Moore, hello, welcome in. Nervous system work is so vital. We can't connect to divine love if in survival mode. Indeed. And I know that Angelica will get into this a lot more in the workshop because I know very well about cognitive movement. And probably you'll probably share a lot of other things too. Beautiful truth spoken. I am grateful and appreciate this share, Michael J. says. Yes, thank you everybody for being here. You know how much we love and appreciate you, and we just do in our hearts and in the light. If your heart has been touched today by the message, the energy, the fellowship, the community here in this unity community, we invite you to step into divine flow in the circulation, the law of giving and receiving, and visit our giving page to express your gratitude and participate in all that we're creating together. Your consciousness gives support to not only our community, but the unfolding love and peace and spiritual truth in the world. We have truth speakers that come like Reverend Angelica. So we are together saying yes to love, to peace, to expansion, to truth, to abundance. So thank you for participating with us. We are going to close with our prayer of divine awakening, which I'm going to share on my screen right now and invite you to speak out, declare for yourself, for your life, as a claim to your experience. It's a new day, a beautiful day, a new beginning. I embrace this day with new eyes, an open heart, and expansive mind. I choose my vibrational frequency deliberately and consciously, harmonizing with life's events. I am receptive to source energy, divine guidance, and wisdom available to me at all times. I commit to serve unconditional love fully and completely. I move forward in a state of appreciation, an extension of the one magnificent power and presence. I am sovereign, whole, and free, claiming dominion over my life as I go in peace and awaken to my divinity. And so it is. Blessings, precious beings of love and light. Please join us in about 20 minutes in the Zoom room. I'm going to drop the link here in the live stream feed, and it's also on our website, unityinspiredliving.org. It's also on Facebook under the events. You'll see a picture of Angelica. and you can come into the Zoom room any of those ways. And we encourage you to bring somebody along, invite somebody in for this going deeper today. That is really what Angelica is all about. And that's why you resonate so much with our community. We're so grateful for you. So everybody, I will be in town next Sunday. I look forward to seeing you. I'm thrilled for having our annual meeting. So I will see you all there. And in the meantime, shine on, bright ones. Thank you, Reverend Angelica. We are so deeply grateful for you. We'll see you in 20 minutes. Nourish yourself, hydrate, and come into the Zoom room.
Okay. And is this the same Zoom room here, Amy?
No, this is,
it's a
you have a
different-
different link for it, Angelica,
Okay.
and then everybody else, you'll have, I'm going to drop the link here in the live stream feed. It's on our homepage of our website. It's also
Okay.
on Facebook under events.
Okay.
So that Zoom link is there for everybody. Mwah. Blessings.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.